How are you, Nadia?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you right now? Are you in Joburg?
Yeah, I'm in Johannesburg. I'm based in Johannesburg.
And you're from Johannesburg, or you're from somewhere else?
I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but I'm South African. I'm first generation South African.
Oh, okay. How has it been there in South Africa during this coronavirus pandemic?
It's been a little bit tough because the restrictions were very strict, which I understand why. I understand why, but I feel like for the entertainment industry, we're taking the biggest knock right now because we can't work, and it makes it a bit more difficult. But we're getting there slowly but surely. We're getting there. Hopefully, there'll be a cure by the time that we open for fully.
Oh yeah. But I was watching your interview the other day, and you say that during this pandemic, you take time and you have been teaching yourself editing video, and you're learning Final Cut Pro. How are you right now? Are you mastering the software?
I don't know about mastering the software. I can do the basics. It's just purely the basics. I'm learning a lot of the stuff from YouTube as well. I started from iMovie, but I find myself still editing on iMovie because it feels a little bit easier to do. But Final Cut Pro just seems so professional, But it is quite a difficult platform. It's really for professionals. So I'm not trying to say I'm on that level. I'm not. I'm still learning a lot of it, but it's exciting to be able to record my own footage and edit it myself, not have to send it to someone else. Because before I used to pay people to do stuff like that for me, Now I can do it myself. So there's no problem with that department now.
This is very nice, and it's gonna be easy for you when you do maybe a reality show, posting on your YouTube, so that you can edit your own clips without paying someone else. Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your debut album, Nadia Naked, was released in June 29 and earned you recognition as one of the best female MCs in South Africa. I understand this wasn't easy for you, especially because hip-hop has always been a male-dominated thing. What were the most challenging experiences throughout this time?
I think the biggest challenging experience for me was, I was just nervous about people being ready to hear the female narrative, to be honest with you, because I was just worried. In hip-hop, people, men and females can listen to a male artist, we can resonate with what a male artist has to say. Females can resonate with what a male artist has to say, but I feel like it's a little bit difficult to get men to resonate with what a female artist has to say. And that was my biggest fear when I dropped the album, was I really wanted guys to listen to it too. I really wanted them to listen to my stories, how I deal with relationships in the industry, how I deal with people, the dynamics with my family, how I deal with breakups. I've gone through stuff like that they can also resonate with as a man. And I saw people doing it. I really saw people starting to listen to it. But when you have conversations with people and you say, did you listen to my album? I'm like, oh no, I'm going to listen to your album. But it's the first thing to do is not to listen to a girl's album, because they probably think we're just talking about butterflies and roses, and we're not.
Wow, that was not easy. So who were your earliest inspirations in hip-hop?
I grew up listening to, well, not growing up, I wasn't young, but I just remember listening to Lauryn Hill when I was a kid. When we used to drive to Zim with my mom, we used to listen to Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, UB40, M People, Jamiroquai. Those are the kind of sounds I always listen to. So it influenced a lot of my album, because Sade is also a very big one of how musical their music was, as well as the content, how conceptual their songs were about. They meant something. They were talking about something, which is what I learned a lot from listening to that type of music.
Okay. In your early days as an aspiring rapper, how did your family and friends think about you?
My mom is a very strict African mom. She was just you definitely going to get this degree. I understand you want to do music, but school's not going to stop. So I literally was doing a lot of the stuff while I was studying. I graduated in 2013. And then I worked for an advertising agency for about 2 years, and then that's when I actually quit and I said, listen, I'm actually going to do music full time. And then my mom had always been supportive. I mean, like if I was on TV, if I was in magazines, she would always like keep that stuff or would like really want to see it. But when I got my degrees, when she was like, okay, cool, go try and do what you want to do. As long as you have your degree as your backup, I'm fine. I've done my job. You know, I took you through school. Great. So yeah, it was tricky at the beginning, but then it got better.
What about your father?
Oh, I don't know my father. My mom raised me by herself.
Oh, you have never met your father?
No.
Sorry.
No,
sorry for that.
It's okay, don't worry.
Yes. And you are one of the most illest MCs in Africa, female and male, not mentioned female artists.
Thank you.
Yeah, your lyrical ability is out of this continent. You can do trap, you can do hardcore rap. What can you credit as the source of your versatility?
I think just growing up, to be honest, because I know that when I was younger, when I was like probably 23, there's no way I would have been able to make the music I made on Nadia Naked. There's no way I would have been able to be comfortable to express myself emotionally the way that I did. I was just having a good, like, I'm having a good time now as well, but I was just having a good time. I wasn't trying to be too serious about anything. I honestly just wanted songs that worked in the club, that worked on radio, period. Not knowing that my first gold was my first gold plaque or my certified gold song was actually going to be an emotional song, not a club song. And that's something that I only learned as I grew older, as I realized that people actually don't just want to listen to party songs every day. They want to be able to be at home cooking and listen to songs that are talking about love and growing up and being a woman in this country and all that stuff, you know? So that definitely, it was just growing up, just learning and growing up.
On August 13 this year, you posted 2 photos of you and Cassper Nyovest on Instagram in the studio. You and him were in the studio, and apparently you were arguing about something. Your caption was like, "We already fighting." I think that's why I was called as the last feature on #AMN. So what exactly were you arguing about?
We argue all the time. So at that moment, I think at that moment that picture was taken, to be honest, we were arguing about the way he wanted me to deliver my verse. And he wanted me to deliver my verse the way he wanted to. And I wanted to deliver it in a different way. So I think that's what happened in that moment where we were listening back. And then I was like, listen, but I don't think that actually is what happened. Because I remember when we were arguing about my verse, I was standing by the microphone. So I think we were arguing about a song on the project that I think I was saying an opinion, and he was just like, nah, that's not it. And I was like, bro, trust me. Something like that. I don't know. The whole session was arguments. I don't know when that picture was taken, to be honest. I don't know.
And what do you always argue about?
Most often, like, we argue about music. We argue about how, like, when he's advising me about certain things, advising me about certain sounds, advising me about certain ways to deliver my music, and I'm being stubborn. I'm a person that really wants to learn. I want to learn, and I always want to learn from him. But sometimes I'll have my stubborn moments, and he'll be like, Nadia, you're actually just so stubborn. And then I'll be like, okay, fine, I'm going to try it, but I believe it should sound like this. And you know, it's just normal arguments that people have when you're just having different opinions on certain things. It's not arguments like, oh my gosh, I hate you, bye. No.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not like that.
And how important is Cassper Nyovest in your career?
Extremely important. He's been such a, I don't even know confidant is the right word, but like, he's been a warrior for me, and you can't buy those kind of relationships, you know what I mean? Like, I've known him for a very long time. I've known his family for a very long time. So like, sometimes when something's happening to me and I can see he's already defending me on social media before I've even asked him to, those kind of relationships in the industry are very hard to come by, and once you've come by those relationships, you have to hold on to them. So he's extremely important, and I also value his opinion when it comes to music. I think that it's not a mistake that he's gone platinum 4 times, and I just want to also be able to do the same stuff. So obviously having someone like that in your corner is a big advantage that I'll always be grateful for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then congratulations on your sophomore album, Nadia Naked 2. 21 heavy tracks. Crazy. I was listening to the album yesterday. Crazy. It's actually a dope album. People are saying it's your best album yet. What's your reaction when you hear people saying something like that?
Are they saying it's my best album compared to Nadia Naked 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Okay, this is the first time I'm hearing. That's amazing. That's great. I think, I don't know how to explain this past week for me, because I was extremely nervous. I mean, with Nadia Naked 2, I really had to trust my own gut. Because of lockdown, because of the restrictions, I wasn't able to be freely in studio with the people. I mean, my engineer, who basically executive produced my album, is stuck in Congo because he went home and then the lockdown happened and he hasn't been able to travel back, you know. And Cass is also like far away, so I couldn't get him into studio and I couldn't be in studio with him. So when I worked on this project, I really had to trust my own gut and believe the songs that I'm releasing are great. And that was why this project was so much more nerve-wracking than the first one, because the first one I had guidance the whole time. I had been advised on certain things. I knew from other people that my songs were good, whereas these ones I really was just trusting my own gut and going. And the fact that people are loving it is very exciting for me. That was my biggest fear. So I was very nervous to drop Nadia Naked 2, to be honest with you.
I can feel. And what does Nadia Naked name stand for? What's the message behind the name Nadia Naked?
So Nadia Nakai obviously is my name, but a lot of people, when they see me performing or music videos, they're always saying, oh, Nadia's always showing her nyash all the time. She's just not wearing clothes. This one is Nadia Naked all the time, you know? And I knew that my album was going to be so personal. I wanted people to understand that I'm getting rid of all the barriers that I put up to protect myself. I'm literally stripping bare when it comes to you getting to know who I am and the things that I deal with. So I was like, this is me naked for you guys to see who I am, what I deal with, what goes through my mind. I'm being extremely honest with this project, and that's it.
That's kind of nasty.
Not really.
Okay, you have remained consistent, hardworking, and you keep raising the bar on your craft. Does it surprise you when people say you might be the best female rapper in Africa?
No, of course it doesn't surprise me, because I am.
You are.
That's 100% a fact.
That's no news.
It's definitely a fact.
Why do you think you are the best female MC?
Honestly, it's just self-confidence, to be honest with you. It's not even coming out. It's not coming from malice. It's not coming from, oh my gosh, I'm competing with every other female rapper and I want them all gone. No, I just think in hip hop you have to have a level of ego, level of confidence, level of trusting your own skill in things, and that's how you excel, is when people believe in you when you believe in you. I just feel like obviously it's not out of malice, it's not out of trying to be ugly to anyone else. I think in hip hop you have to have a level of you have to have a lot of self-confidence, and you have to have a level of ego. Yeah. I honestly feel like people believe in you if you believe in you. You know, you must be humble, but also know that you that be.
What do you think when people, mostly men, see you first as a sexy symbol, because it's a fact you're very beautiful, rather than seeing you as one of the best rappers?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really see that side of things. I see a lot of guys that are starting to appreciate me and my music, you know. Obviously they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's sexy, oh my gosh, she's this and she's that, but they know that the backbone is music. The backbone is music, and that's where I come from. And for me, it only becomes an issue when people or men think that they can treat women a certain way because of how they dress or how they act, how confident they are, or whatever the case is. So for me, I've never experienced any disrespect from people. I've never experienced that. So, but I know that in our society, especially in South Africa, I don't know how it is in Dar es Salaam, but in South Africa, women are, it's like a war zone almost. It's like we can't even jog during the day because you don't know if you're going to get raped or beat up or whatever the case is, because there's so much violence. There's so much gender-based violence going on right now. And it's like, that needs to be fixed. That needs to be sorted out, because it's got nothing to do with the women. It's got something to do with the mentality of the men. And why do they think that that's okay? You know?
Okay. So when are you? When will you come here in Dar es Salaam? Because you have never, I think.
I have been to Dar es Salaam. So I went to high school in Kenya. So when we finished high school, we literally came to Dar es Salaam for like our vacation before we went to college.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I never knew this.
It's a place called White Sands.
Yeah, White Sand. Oh, wow.
Yes,
I'm just nearby, by the way. I'm just nearby.
Hey? Oh, it's nearby.
I'm just nearby White Sand. Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
So I have been, when I was in high school, I came there with my friends for like vacation.
Oh, okay.
It's one of my fondest memories.
Oh, okay. We can't wait to.
Oh no.
I mean, the Nadia Nakai, the rapper.
Definitely, I would love to. Dar es Salaam is beautiful. I think I'm gonna plan another trip with my friends because it's gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Any plans to do a collab with any Tanzanian artist here?
Oh my gosh, can we talk? Can you please tell Diamond Platnumz to like holler at me? just send him a message and say, just give him my number or give him my Skype.
Okay. Interesting. Wow. It was a pleasure talking to you, Nadia. Thank you so much, and congrats on your dope album. It's crazy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay. Any last words you want to say? You want to tell your fans?
I just want to say thank you so much. If you know me, thank you for all the support. If you don't know me, please go listen to my new album called Nadia Naked 2. It's available on all digital platforms.
Wow. Thank you, Nadia. I wish you a good day. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Okay. Bye.